Hello and welcome everyone, Aha here with part 1 of my new Road to Independence Let's Play for Empire Total War with Darthmod. Big thanks to everybody that voted on the poll to help me decide whether we should start this USA campaign series on the Road to Independence campaign and work our way through from the Jamestown colony to the United States itself, or whether we should just start as the USA already on the Grand campaign. As you can see, Road to Independence 1, but what I'm actually going to do is do this as two separate series. We're going to do the Road to Independence as one series, which I think will probably only take about 10 parts, 10 videos or so to play through episode 1, 2 and 3, because what is essentially episode 4 is the Grand campaign start as the USA itself. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll only take about 10 videos to do that. Then I will start a new series with a different thumbnail, different title, which will be the USA Grand Campaign start for Empire Total War with Darthmod. The reason why I'm also splitting these into two is because unfortunately the progress you make in episode 1, 2 and 3 of the Road to Independence campaign doesn't translate over to the Grand campaign start. Essentially the Road to Independence campaign is a tutorial for Empire Total War, but seeing as we're playing as USA, or rather we want to play as the USA, it seemed like a good idea to start from the very beginning, from the Jamestown colony, and as the poll results show, a lot of you guys did as well. But this way, by splitting them into two series, if you're not interested in Road to Independence, I would say probably in about 2 or 3 weeks time we should be done with this campaign, so keep your eyes peeled for the first episode, part 1 of the USA Grand Campaign start, for those that aren't interested in seeing the Road to Independence campaign first. For those that are obviously interested in seeing Road to Independence, watch this series all the way through. As I said, probably be about 10 videos, 10 parts to get through episodes 1, 2 and 3, and then you can just carry on into the follow-on series, the full-on Grand Campaign start as the USA. So we're going to be playing on hard campaign difficulty, very hard battle difficulty. The reason why we're not playing very hard is because Darthmod is balanced best for hard campaign difficulty and very hard battle difficulty. And in fact, I'm also using the Bran submod for Empire Total War Darthmod. Bran submod takes the AI tweaks and changes further to attempt to offer an even greater challenge. So using that for this series to obviously try and increase difficulty as much as possible, but all of those settings, tweaks and changes are balanced for the hard campaign difficulty settings. That's why we're playing on that. Both this series, Road to Independence, and the follow-on USA Grand Campaign series will be released every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday going forward. And I think that's the majority of the information I need to share with you guys. There are no like targets for this Road to Independence series, as I'm planning on making every episode about an hour long anyway. But obviously, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to leave a like. If you're not enjoying the content, feel free to leave a dislike. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin with the birth of the USA as the Jamestown colony.
Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
Ready yourselves, men!
Hold the line!
Stay behind cover, men!
The natives are charging! Bring John Smith's band forward.
Charging again.
Hold!
Steady.
Give them a volley.
Hold the line.
Enemies on the right. There's John Smith front. Fire!
Watch the trees, man. On the right.
What the heck just happened there? They got charged and their animation went crazy. Pull you guys back a bit. Oh, there's more on the left coming. Hold! There. Actually, we should probably help out on the left here. Charge! Draw your swords! This unit's about to get flanked. Break this unit of warriors. And we can bring these two round to fire. Hold! Pull these guys back to help out over here. John Smith has got this one covered. Yes, he has. Force them back. Chief sits on the ridge, overseeing his warriors. Okay, that one's broken. All of you charge. Reform your battle lines. Oh, they pulled back. Oh, they have bowmen as well. We have won. Decisive victory. Love that. I die. His last words.
From the very beginning, there have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease. And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. But the wild land was not the only threat. The natives were a constant menace, lurking at their borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
You must lead the early settlers to establish Jamestown as a safe and prosperous settlement in this dangerous new world. From time to time, the British government will issue various missions to perform. As you complete these missions, the wealth and security of Jamestown will improve, and your influence throughout the whole of the New World will expand. Having survived the immediate threat posed by the native tribes, your settlers have already gained valuable combat experience.
Wonderful. So, a new beginning. Mission issued, construct a building, peasant farms. Obviously, we're in full tutorial mode. Peasant farms. Indeed. I have played this game before, though, my dear, so thank you.
This is your army.
It is indeed my army, thank you. John Smith. I should say, unit name suggestions. I'm not going to actually rename any units for this Road to Independence campaign because I'm hoping it's not actually going to be that long. But if you do want to suggest unit name suggestions for the follow-on series, the USA Grand campaign, then you will find linked in the description and pinned to the top of the comment section the unit name suggestion QT for the USA campaign, so feel free to start popping suggestions there. But seeing as none of these troops will make it on over to the Grand campaign, it doesn't seem like much point adding in names for these guys. They won't be around long. So I'll pop the army in there. I don't think I can recruit anyone, so we will end the turn. God, those end turn times, guys. Woohoo! Speedy. Mission successful, lovely, and Yorktown, new port emerges. We have a new mission. We'll unlock Chapter 2 of this first episode if we build a fishery. There we go. Job done.
There is often a choice of building types to construct in a resource slot. You can only follow one of these building chains. Once you have constructed the base building, subsequent upgrade options will only be available from the same chain.
Done, done, done. Honestly, don't know which one of those we need. I'm not going to bother just yet because perhaps...
This is Jamestown.
Indeed it is, thank you. Because we maybe will get a mission for tobacco or cotton or something specifically.
You have entered a unit into the...
I have. I've recruited a unit of colonial militia because they're armoured. Rather cool looking. So that's what I'll stick with. In fact, I'm going to queue up a couple.
Oh, you have successfully built a peasant farm and local fishery in the Jamestown region. Jamestown should now grow and prosper, so it's time to deal with the threat from local native tribes. Your next compulsory mission is to capture the village of Werowokomoko, deep into unknown territory to the northeast.
That is a fantastic name. Werowokomoko. I want a unit name suggestion for the Grand Campaign for that. The Werowokomoko Regiment. That's awesome. So, yes, if we conquer that, we will unlock Chapter 3. Is over there. I've got a couple of units. Sure, they've got... I don't know, maybe they don't have more than that. We'll just attack with what we've got. Gonna get a couple of units in their garrison.
Just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability.
Thank you. Oh, actually, yeah, they've got a lot of units, but we've got better quality units. So let's dive on in. Battle once more with the natives. Steel yourselves, men. Arm your muskets.
Stronger units to the rear may entice the enemy into a rash attack. They can then be brought up quickly to attack the weakest point.
Top advice. Thank you, advisor. Right. Let's grab my colonial militia, pop them there. Pop John Smith in the middle. And have you guys on my left. And begin.
In guard mode, units fight defense.
In guard mode. I don't know how aggressive the AI is in this tutorial, or I have a feeling for this battle they're set to not be that aggressive, not move around too much. It's one of your first that you have on the campaign map. Also, it could just be Darthmod throwing off balance and what have you, but I guess we'll see. I think they are just going to charge straight onto us. Armed tribesmen. Trying to get off this hill, which actually, if we can capture that, blast on down there. Absolute slaughter. They're just gathering themselves up ready for a charge. They're like, actually, let's not charge it to our deaths. Musket volley fire. Actually, no, let's do it. Come on. Pulling back a bit. Moving on round. Don't think these guys will move. I think they're actively set to sit back and chill for this battle, so until we engage them, they're moving back round. Let's just encircle these guys as they move on down. Speed it a bit. It's gonna hide out up here, see if there's a way for them to escape. Here they come again. Actually gonna charge this time. Look pretty committed. And then they get shot lots and decide, actually, no. Not today. What have they actually got back here? They've got more armed tribesmen and warriors band. They've got spears, or are they javelins that they throw? Keep firing. I think they might actually attack this time. Yep, here they go. No. Yes. No. They're wavering. They've engaged us, sir. They are broken. Not drawn any of those guys in, which is good. Can actually get ourselves up here that well. We can get probably one unit up here. Send one up there. Actually, let's send these settlers up there. Try and draw the rest in. These guys here. Let me get John Smith. And we can sort of do that with him. Don't know if these guys are going to come back, though. Slightly wary. Looks unlikely. Right, they're redeploying. What are they moving along here? They've got bowmen as well. Move forward here a bit. Don't think they're coming back. Well, that's good, actually, yeah, having that position up here. Need to draw them in a little bit more, if we can. Just don't want them charging us, because I think they'll break me if they charge. Ollie! Don't know if it'd be better to move on round to flank them with these guys. Probably... depends, they're clumping. Depends if they actually move to attack us or not. It's forming up a bit. Let's pull them off and send them round. Pull back a little bit. Give them a darn good flanking. Just spreading out. They've got their bowmen there. I don't know if they've actually been firing much. Oh, they're charging. Firing, keep firing. Bring these guys in. Hold! Give them a few volleys and then we'll recharge them. Firing, keep firing. Hold, Jamestown settlers, hold! Yeah, it's working well. They're wavering. Good. Yeah, I'm going to charge them while they're wavering. But the warriors are thinking about charging now. There we go. There's wavering. Are they going to... Oh, they're just completely pulling through. Everybody charge. Oh, the bowmen are charging now. Pull them back a bit. There we go. Reform! Pulling these guys back. These guys back too, actually. Or at least try to. Although these are the unit of 100, so that's fine if they get wiped out. We'll recruit more of the 200. Group. Bowman. Where are you guys going? Oh, that one's gone. They're broken. They're wavering now as well. We've steadied. Prepare to fire. Finally going to attack me now. Wavering. Here they come, though. They're broken. Victory! An enemy general has been killed. End battle. A heroic victory. Lovely stuff.
Following capture of a capital city, it is important to leave an adequate garrison behind to quell unrest until both the population level and any damaged buildings are fully restored. Exempting the region from tax may also be helpful in the short term.
Good to know. Unlock Chapter 3.
Oh, you have successfully captured the village of Werawakamoko and are well on the way to reducing the threat to Jamestown. The condition of victory for completing this episode is to capture the village of Shakamaxon.
Shakamaxon. Lovely. In the far north, so I assume that will have a larger garrison to face.
Your region capital is the central city.
That to repair.
This tab shows all existing buildings.
Army there. We will replenish as well.
Troops can be stationed inside us.
And we'll set up more to be recruited. Because I think we'll need a slightly larger force to take Shakamaxon.
There has been an eruption of national pride in your home region following your...
Lovely. Okay. Let them build up
Colonial plantations
a little bit. Although you guys are replenishing. Let's actually send just that unit on its own.
Can now be recruited directly by a general in the field.
Let's see how many they've got. Okay, so they've also got garrison in there. They've got 3 warriors, 3 bowmen.
Yes.
Just
this piece cannot move.
Smash out some more colonial militia. Guess we might as well throw that into cotton. Let's go for that.
The income of a plantation.
Yes, my lord.
Back in here.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended
And kill.
planning your construction.
Can't build anything there. It's just tribal drill grounds. Can't actually convert it or anything. That's fine. Got these guys. Get a few more and then we'll march.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended.
Forward! Awaiting further orders.
My men together should be enough, but let's just have one more.
Units that have suffered losses in battle, or whose equipment has been superseded, can have them when it... As population grows...
Prepare for war.
Oh, we're getting intercepted by an enemy army. I don't think we need to fight that one. Let's see what the Order Resolve does here.
Victory.
Lose 176. That's fine. Sends them off.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, we can still replenish. That's fine.
Men, forward.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended that you upgrade farms or bring lower class taxes down. Increasing the food supply and net income of the labor. As population growth
Okay,
is
fully
slow,
replenished.
it is
think.
recommended that you
you
upgrade
guys aren't.
farms or bring lower class taxes down.
I think they're only missing 5, so let's just go on in. Lovely, we could demand surrender, but I doubt they'd accept that. No. Right, in we go. Disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. Voltaire. Right. Lots of hills. Good. Let's set them into... several groups. Guys together. We'll keep them in the middle here. We'll have the group of 4. I think they can take the left. This is an awful starting deployment for line of sight. 3 down here, then I'm going to try and push up with 3 for a massive flank. Yeah, they've got nothing over there, so let's get round to better deployment here. I'm going to take this hill if I can. Let's move on up there a little bit. Volley! Right, they're moving round here. That's good. They're giving up the hill. I won't move everybody just yet. These guys are actual warriors, so we need to use everything that we can to break them. And you guys are moving over there a little bit. I'm going to tell you to pull back. I'm a little bit worried about all of those armed tribesmen charging in. You guys do that. The rest of you... on pathfinding. Pull round there. Oh, can they seriously not get in behind? Oh, you can see they've got bowmen. Come on, men. Advance! I just need you to attack these guys from behind and check the pathfinding's working. Right, go. Go! Yes, that's what we want. Break them. Hold the line. That's the stuff. Come on. They're wavering. Chances that I lose John Smith right now? High. Rear charge these guys, probably in order. Wow, the bowmen are wrecking you. Quickly charge them if you can. Form up to face those warriors. Move on around that way. How are we doing? They are overrunning us. Pull him back. Oh, they've charged me over here. Gone after their bowmen. I think we need to summon more militia. A volley or two in here. We'll charge on in. Break these guys and we can sort out that flank. This flank over here, though. Ooh. Desperately, you just got to hold the line. That's it. That one's broken. Turn back. Hit these guys. That's it. Yes. Alright, you guys go over that way. Let's keep on firing. Probably better to fire rather than charge in, I guess. Keep getting the shots off. Balance power's still in our favour. Go on, they're about to break. We're charging down the hill. Finish them. They've broken. They've shattered. Good. Move around here. They're actually breaking over there. We actually are holding, although those units over there are both going. Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing, keep firing. Oh, it's up to you guys now to hold that entire flank. We've lost 3 units. Run, you fools! Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing. Don't want to lose John Smith. I feel like we've got to move in a bit closer against these guys. Well, these guys have rallied. This lot round. Get a volley in close here. And then we charge. Oh, they've all just gone. Nice. Turn around. Keep 'em busy, boys. Shattered. That one's broken. I don't think they'll rally back, so should be able to do this. Get them back up there now. I don't think any of them have rallied. Oh, we've broken them over there. Nice. Reform. Rally's holding. They're John Smith. Give them a volley. They've all just broken in the center. I think we can get away with telling them all to charge now. seems like we've got enough momentum to get my troops engaged. Turn on these guys. There we go. Oh, these guys have come back. Can fast forward it now. These guys have rallied again. Just reform over here. That's going such an awkward line. Get a volley in there. Go, go, go. There we go. Oh no, they've still got a couple more. I thought we were done. Not yet. That's probably getting friendly fire shot more than anything else. Charge the tribesmen. That's it. They're very tired. My troops are very tired as well, though. We've got them. Come on. Waver, break, boom! Victory!
It is possible to take a fort or city without...
Good, good. Colonization of the New World is successful. Huzzah!
As time went by, hostilities between the natives and settlers began to fade, and more ships carrying the hopeful arrived daily. Over the next 100 years, the population swelled, and the fight for territory began. Both the British and the French set their sights on the valuable Ohio Valley. And when the French built a line of forts across the valley, I was sent to demand the instant withdrawal of their troops. They refused, and the British retaliated by sending an army under General Braddock to take the valley by force. I was unlucky enough to be an officer in that army. Braddock's limited knowledge of his surroundings and his refusal to listen to counsel led to his downfall. He marched us straight into a French ambush. Our men were massacred. The cries of the wounded still haunt my dreams. This terrible loss encouraged the British to take a closer look at the tactics and cunning employed by their native allies. Use of these warriors and their knowledge of the land would prove to be the key to claiming the Ohio Valley.
The French have established a series of forts in the Ohio Valley. These forts are well defended and will be difficult to take through military force alone. Perhaps the Iroquois tribe to the north will provide you with some much-needed assistance.
That would be useful. Objective. Iroquois Confederacy. Asked to form an alliance. Okie dokie.
sir.
Got George Washington here with colonial militia, and a full army over here with line infantry, 24-pounder, foot artillery, militia, colonial light cavalry, and some rangers. Lovely.
This panel enables you
Yes,
to
yes, tutorial,
now,
I know.
This option.
I would like some trade as well
This
as an
option
alliance.
is used to broker military.
Boom.
Now that you have negotiated.
Fort Niagara. Okie. Unlock chapter 2. Hello. So we've got to move up and take it.
Yes.
Get native musketeers, irregulars. I'd rather just focus on our line infantry. They have the same accuracy.
Funds are deducted from your treasury.
Men, forward.
Bring them all together in one army. I don't know if I'll need more than one force, to be honest. We need the shipyard for this bit of the campaign. Let's go for pop the fishery in there.
Sir.
So we're now allies with Iroquois. We got military access.
Access is a symbol of trust between two nations.
Might be useful to have. Go to war with the French.
At the ready.
Go, yeah, let's go into the wooden fort, actually.
March.
Fort Cumberland. Good. See what happens during the end turn. But actually, just had a thought. If I recruit more, you guys are going to be 300 rather than the... I've got 160 that's currently in here. I will move up this way.
It's important to know how
Aha!
the armies are able to move.
We've been intercepted. It's not an ambush, though. Yeah, let's test our artillery. In we go.
With time, some of the drawbacks of the square formation
Oh, yeah, because we're
can
intercepted.
be overcome by careful deployment of other squares nearby. Placing 2 or more squares a little over a musket's range apart allows them to offer each other supporting fire, creating a deadly crossfire zone between them without the risk of friendly fire.
Really quickly get all my troops sorted out if we can. Around, they're moving over here. Marines. We don't have canister shots, that's fine. Ollie! Rangers! Oh crap, just seen they've got units behind. That what they're trying to link up with then, I guess. Cavalry in behind them. Ooh, fine cannon shot. I think I eventually turned around. Oh, these guys have all just broken, I think, with the cannon fire.
It is important to preserve the devastating impact a cavalry unit can have.
Go, cavalry, go! Cavalry's doing a pretty good job shredding the French. Send them after the native musketeers though, because
Most light units begin with skirmish mode turned on. This means that
these
they'll
guys can
try to
engage.
avoid hand-to-hand contact with the
Need to limber up my cannons, move them around. Oh, the line! Cavalry round. These guys broken. Spot a bother down here. Okay. Advance, Rangers. Right, these guys have gone. That's fine, I'll replace them with the 300-man variant instead. Cavalry in. Guys all ready to fire in a minute. You guys pull back and go this way and we'll trap them between our two lines. Cavalry is tired, but keep on firing. Advance all my troops so that they don't attack my own cavalry too much. Good charge. Straight through the French Marines as well. Some musketeers gone. Washington around. These guys are broken. Then the cavalry into the Marines. Advance on the Native American musketeers. A charge! Generals threatened. No, it's fine. Just shattered them. And then we'll fire at will. They have been shattered as well. Oh look, my artillery is finally in the position I wanted to be. Huzzah! End the battle there, I think. Heroic victory. Lost 946, and they lost 1,287. Yeah, yes, I need to replace... Oh my days, it's going to cost a lot. I feel like we should pull back a little bit.
There is unused land.
They're moving on up too, though.
In this region. Building plantations here will increase your nation's export capacity, improving it. You have just selected a piece belonging to another nation.
Yes, my lord.
I can't pop you in yet. Next turn.
There is a port in this region that has not yet been developed.
Dun dun dun.
Yes,
I really need you guys all to replenish though. Keep replenishing. I'm gonna get rid of. Actually, I'm just gonna merge.
Occupying a port with an army prevents the enemy. Occupying a
Couple
port
of you
with an
guys
army
together.
prevents the enemy
There we
from
go.
trading through it and producing new ships.
And till we are all replenished.
Yes, my lord.
Rangers.
In Empire Total War, buildings are spread throughout.
Forward!
Oh, go straight on in. We do have a fort though, which is why we need the artillery. Okay. Demand surrender? No. Attack! We will blast that fort open. Probably didn't need to sit there and replenish. Taking it cautiously. Well, we'll fight this, unlock the second chapter, and then I think we will wrap things up for this first episode. I do remember chapter 1, or rather episode 1, was always a much shorter one. I think this one, episode 2 and 3, take a little bit longer. But if we do blast through them very quickly, it just means that the main Grand Campaign USA series will start that much earlier. Ooh. That's deployment all the way up to the fort on the hill. Lovely. The range of my artillery, 500. Where does that get us? Nearly. I was thinking otherwise we could have set up here. We will have to That's actually quite annoying. Nearly have struck the walls. If we move just to about here, though, that'll be okay. Guys, there. Throw some trenches down because why not? Have you guys here? We'll just flank on round with them. Oh, they start outside. Ah, that's why. Well, I'll make our way to the fort. Fair play, fair play, fair play. Right, well, while the artillery moves to here, then send our strongest chaps forward, and we'll go on a. Yeah, we'll go to attack them from that side then with the militia. And the Rangers, you guys can move over there. Cavalry to the right. General that way. Go, 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 men. Take the fort. Got one in the warehouse. In fact, we could just blast that warehouse down with the artillery. Would be rather nasty. What have they got in the forest here? Armed citizenry. Just started firing at us, so... All my chaps back. No need to have them getting... Ah, the artillery from the fort is firing. Fort wall. It's fine, that's why we're sending you guys over here to move on the Marines and then flank on round, capture the fort while we do our little dance out here. Unlimber. To blast that warehouse into oblivion. And the others we can fire at the wall up there. We're blasting at the Marines now. Move a couple of them up to the flank while you guys close in here. And you can go over that way. Oh, they're moving out of the warehouse. Haha. Started hitting it with the cannon. Sent them back. There's still some of them in that warehouse. Keep on firing. What they got outside? They've got Marines, armed citizenry, and more Marines. How are we doing against these guys here? Still sending troops on out. How are we doing against that wall? 16%. That's fine. Oh, they're all out now. Advance! All firing on the wall. Marines down to 57. Lovely. Volleys are breaking them. They gone? They are broken. Good. Right, let's get all these guys over here. Run them there, then we'll rest them, then we'll move on in. Actually, oh, they've got a 24 pounder in there as well. Volley! Advance through the streets, men. Well, they're starting to crumble. Oh, we've also managed to destroy that, or the thing that might be in their own artillery firing through it. They have the high ground. Oh, and they're sending pikes, is it? Armed citizenry with pikes. Oh, charging on down. Let's get the cavalry up here behind the rangers and they can swoop on in. Round and down. Hold infantry. Charge them into the back of these marines. Go, Cav, go. They've just broken. Oh, there we go. Fort is down. There's a hole in the fort. All of you off fire at will. Try and target that unit and just bombard it. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. A fine hit. Charge, cavalry, charge! Beautiful. Advance. Line infantry, advance. Cavalry in. Oh, they're putting them down off the walls. Okay, no, just wait here. You guys are all on the walls and you can fire on down. You guys are moving there. All my cannons firing on them in the breach. All my infantry that's moved forward. Fine stuff. Grappling hooks at the ready. Oh, they're going around this way, are they, to grapple up as well? Yeah, it's fine. I think we can tell the cannons to limber on up now. Leave George back there for now. Militia are up on the walls. Send the Rangers up. And these guys straight through the... Yeah, oh no. Can we? We do control it, it says we do. We gotta go straight through that. Guys aren't trying to climb anymore. Advance. Leave them doing their thing. Open the gates. Oh, you guys are giving up as well. Move them round over here. Prepare a volley. And ready. Fire. Just keep firing, just keep firing. Starting to capture the fort. We can fast forward that now, I would say. We are about to go. Enemy general gone, and victory. Heroic victory. We lost 624. Most kills by line infantry. Lovely. We've unlocked Chapter 2.
You have successfully captured Fort Niagara. The Ohio Valley is now firmly under British control. However, the war against the French has now escalated across the entire 13 colonies, and it's not going well for the British. You must do what you can to help them overcome the French.
Okie dokie.
Periodically, your government will issue missions for you to undertake. Although optional, it can be useful to do them in order to learn various aspects of gameplay.
Lewisburg.
Your
Okay, so we've
first
got to
mission
capture that.
arrived. To begin, simply click on the relevant message box on the left. Click on the missions button in the bottom.
Okay, so got to take that out. So we will need to sail on over that way. An army. We are at war with the natives and France. We should take out the French at this fort here. Then, well, what's our... Can't see our income, can we? Assume we'll just need to grab our army and send it off once it
The
is
majority of your faction's income
replenished.
is generated by taxation.
So let's set that up. Oh, no, now we've
The
got
government
taxes.
details panel.
Cool. It's unlocking more features. Good.
The taxes tab allows the trade tab details.
Lovely. Right.
If the national summary
Thank you. So we get a decent amount each term. Probably should just push out more line infantry to replace the militia, but we can maybe keep the militia up here at Niagara for now while we build up another army. But that is what we will do next episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed part 1 of the Road to Independence campaign. I think we made some pretty good progress. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss more uploads. I will put this series into a playlist once I upload part 2 on Thursday. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride and join the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, Overclockers UK, QT, and MSI. Till the next one, ciao for now.